Oh, Talia, not sure I'm a huge fan personally, but is going to be a way of trying to neutralize this matchup. Not a lot of permafrost value to be taken here from Canyon, but still will be Sejuani, who is just strong in her own right. And I guess Meganar exists. If they have to put out fires for the rest of the game. Let's hop onto the Rift here. Game 1 of the Saturday Showdown. Do it. 71.9% win rate. Not too bad here for one of his most played champions.
Unsurprisingly, oh, look at that. That's a
even.
Not as close to as many games, but we'll take it. D+ also a team that obviously, although we haven't seen it and probably won't see it for the foreseeable future, loves to flex this Talia pick. But what I love is, hold up, Showmaker might be in trouble here.
Could certainly be. Canyon nowhere near.
He knows.
Towards his red buff, as you can see, yeah.
We're going to look at these first objectives now that 6 spikes are being hit across the boards. As Kana.
Yeah, that's a Gnar and a wallop. Zeus taking a lot of damage here as he's going to have to ult to try and get out. Permafrost does a fair bit of work. Mini Gnar comes back in though as the Unbound Soul not going to be camped here by D+ Kia. Zeus holds on to his flash.
Down for Showmaker is still quite big as Canyon going in again.
Yeah, Gumushi still doesn't have his flashback available as there's the flash in from Canyon. I think this is going to be first blood and Deft picks it up on the Zeri. About the best news for D+ fans that you could get, but not too much to worry about. And still 2 plates will go over to T1. All right, final chapter comes through. Faker gonna flash, but immediately the Glacial Prison comes in and Kellen picks up the second kill for D+ Kia, and they'll grab plates for it. The Rift Herald coming down as well. D+ Kia, the explosive early games that we've been seeing, apparently works on T1 as well. Would be pretty exciting. All right, that's an ultimate. Speaking of which, Dep's gonna use one towards his bottom side. There's Gumushi in a lot of trouble with the culling. Fires entirely onto Kellen. Canyon now making his way over. They get the vision as Showmaker's going to come down as well. Ona over here trying to protect his bottom lane, but it's definitely a very defensive posture from T1. Def can skate over any of these walls, but of course, T1 will be able to hold on to this one. Oh man, it's feeling so incredibly intense right now.
T1 is pretty decent.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, trying to get this fight working as in the meantime a fight towards that bottom side as well. Glacial Prison comes in and Canyon is thinking about just solo killing Ona. Showmaker comes around and so it is going to be the Talia that grabs that one as now Faker's getting turned on. Another Permafrost. Is it going to come in? The answer's no. Seismic Shove misses and Faker lives. As Def takes so much damage from that Conquering Sands. Once again, it is the Ludens to be picked up by Faker's Azir. He gets flicked back, though, a lot of damage. He'll have to shift some sands to get out of there. Thankfully, the earth hadn't quite unraveled under his feet. He can use it defensively.
Another issue that I don't think D+ have a very clear answer to is hold up.
All right, Boomerang's going to come forward, and Zeus has to use a very defensive ultimate. Great vision, but still kind of just holding this Naba in the position that he wants to. He can auto the Drake to get that into whichever order he wants, standing in the back of the pit just to spot whether Zeus is going to be lying in wait here. There's now T1 possibly going for that team fight. Cyclone's going to come through as Canna, finds no one with the Gnar. Sejuani does lock down the Dragon, and Deft is now trying to get this team fight to work out. He dodges the ult from Zeus, but nobody else can get out of the way as Zeus is trying to fight it out. The Unbound Soul's going to draw him back, and D+ Kia lose 2, secure the Drake.
Rare moment of hesitation and a mistake there from D+ Kia. Kana as a sacrificial lamb for this Drake is fine.
That's the Baron, is it?
Well, they are definitely going to try and start it up. I do think with Deft and Kellen available, maybe we're going to see a possible attempt, but maybe it's just going to be Canyon. Vision is there. And T1's team fighting comes through for them again.
All right, so it's going to pop over the wall. I think Canyon now has word of what's going on here. Is the Baron's just going to be taken for free. D+ Kia not even going to try. And
here we are.
Like it's all done.
Lead's gone. Oh, what a game.
The entire gold lead just evaporated in one moment. Faker versus Deft here towards this bottom side, and Deft is just dead. I don't think there's much he can do about this one. He's going to see how much time he can buy, and it's not very much, guys. Wukong going to be able to take him down. Faker's going to go back home, get that health bar back. And T1, in like the flick of their fingers, don't think that should be allowed.
Well, Deft has IE. That's something.
There is definitely that. Carrier not going to get hit by the Seismic Shove as Canyon secures his red buff. There's the Weaver's Wall to try and split off this fight. Ona moving towards that top side. Canyon avoids the tidal wave, but the bubble is going to connect. Final chapter coming in, but Canyon still in a whole lot of trouble.
Can keep going for these type of plays. A lot of ultimates actually invested here to try and set it up. Owner almost gets taken down, but rest of his team, you can see all ultimates, like big team fighting ultimates, are still available here. And D+ can't go in. Baron has started up.
Speaking of that dance again, Chronicler, they are going to do it one more time. All right, there's the steel fade. What? Deft steals the Baron, and the seismic shove is extraordinary. Keria is going to go down as well, and now D+ Kia, they've turned the whole game on its head. Zeus, can he try to fight this? The answer is absolutely not, and Canna's going to pick that up. We need that in ultra slow-mo, because I have absolutely no idea what just happened.
That might be game.
What is going... Chronicler, I know this is a Saturday showdown. I know that we knew this was going to be hype, but I'm not ready for the pace, man.
Let's calm down. The health bars are low. But what if...
The Sejuani flank angle.
Oh my god.
That gets it in the end. Seismic
oh my
shove
god.
Go wide as Canyon. He managed to find Faker. The tidal wave comes in. Faker goes golden. It's not over just yet as Owner is trying to pick it up. Speaking of picking it up, the ultimate to come through from the Azir almost works, but he is going to go down there. Zeus has found his way in, but Deft is ripping them apart. The GA is now going to come down. Showmaker finds the flash, but not the seismic shove. And it's a double kill for the world champion AD carry. And D+ Kia here in game number 1 may have just done it, Chronicler. This is why I love the LCK. We get another one of these. We might get another 2 of these.
Please give me 2 more.
Oh,
maybe it's not even over yet.
Yeah, we might need a Baron. We might need to also pick up a Soul.
Can they clear the wave here? That's the big question.
All right, I think D+ Kia are just going to look for the end. Faker, 15 seconds left to go, 30 on Zeus.
I don't think I have the time.
Canyon's pretty low. Kumiushi trying to get this one done, but it's not going to work. The final chapter is indeed the final one in this game, but not in this series. D+ Kia will take game 1. Most of the beginning of the game falling further and further behind until they just exploded into a winning position. For Showmaker here, but it's Akali that's picked up. Oh my goodness. Some of the most famous Showmaker plays were in fact on this Akali, fresh off a rework a few years ago. And Melee champions, you know, Showmaker, Chovy, definitely 2 players that absolutely love this. The Permafrost synergy also. Yeah, well, we'll see whether it's going to work this time around as well, or whether we get those 3 games. Let's do it.
That they... Oh, hold up.
Yeah, just going to walk straight in there. They knew as Keria down to about 300. Kellen bopping and blocking, having a great time. And this early game working out real well as... Was that some spamming from Deft? Of course, Deft and Keria, very good friends. And so probably... in pretty good faith here.
Really nicely done there. Both teams aware of where the wards were, so DK playing around vision and able to get a lot as Keria just healing. Looking at what we have in terms of early game here, it is somewhat reminiscent as Canyon. Say hello.
Showmaker just going to try and push Faker out of this lane, of course. The amount of control that Faker has is definitely very high. As Canyon doesn't make it over the wall. That was an interesting interaction there. As Showmaker just backflipped over just to see what was going on. Owner gets over the wall, doesn't find the Vault Breaker damage. As Permafrost, Winter's Wrath, Canyon absolutely fine right now. As Kumiushi dashing forward yet again. Deft gets the zoomies. Keria going to have to deal with that prowling projectile damage. And just some biffo towards the bottom side. Nothing happening just yet. We'll see whether these junglers can change up how this lane is going to eventuate. 20. It was with Ghost as I'm going to have to hold the thought again. Deft has to use Barrier. Taken down extraordinarily low as Zeus brought under the turret. Canyon's back again. Let's see whether Arctic Assault's going to land. It is. It gets the flash this time. D+ Kia get a successful gank. Level 6 gained here by Canna, but now Deft and Kellen will be in a lot of trouble. Owner's moving down. D+ Kia, they know exactly what's going on here.
Showmaker's on his way.
Yeah.
He's running.
He's going to have to get here fast. The interruption on the back there from Zeus, who's now going to start the fight onto Canyon. Blast Cones to get his way out. Going to eat some honey fruit, and this might be able to help him in the 1v1. Permafrost going to come through as there is the ult back. That was very weird. Don't know what happened really as We're going to continue the weirdness underneath this turret towards the bottom side. Gumyushi taking a lot of damage, but they're going to successfully get the dive off against the Zeri.
Oh, we're going to contest.
Yeah, Canyon, let's see whether he can survive this one. He does get in there, but Owner is going to lock that one down. Devi immediately goes down, though. It's a double kill for the Zeri, and Showmaker, the perfect execution's fantastic. Canyon limps away with his life intact, and it's a triple kill. Oh, what were you saying about the bottom lane again?
Well, both bottom lane and top lane are a disaster, so never mind, I guess.
Wait, Canna got a solo kill in that? What?
Yeah. As I pointed out, Jackson the Cassante works if you get to the later stage of the game, but early on, Cassante is going to kind of dunk on you, and key thing here is that Owner already gets taken so low, so this is a 3 versus 4 right from the get-go. T1 takes too much damage from the Baron.
In the meantime, in the mid lane, Owner is just going to kill Canyon, I guess. Now Keria is flashing on top, and it's a double kill. So Owner's redeemed as well. Back to you, Chronicler.
We are now looking a little bit closer in terms of T1's position, because obviously what happened was a disaster. Zeus probably just gonna... Oh, no, not even. Kana just flashing in proactively, recognizing that the Counter-Strike didn't get enough done, and then running Zeus down.
Cassante things.
Yeah, nicely done. He has a big lead, right? So already at that point a kill up, as then Canyon just drops a turret in mid, seemingly unaware of where Owner is, and Owner just comes in, Qs, and with that lower health bar, that is definitely a big risk. Keria also flashing to make sure he can get the speed up and or slow. I guess both, not and or.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit better as... Oh, Guma.
Yeah, I think that might be a dead Gumyushi. He's going to dash and try and get out of the way of this one, but the final chapter's there. It's a drive-by from Kellen, and now Keria is not going to be super safe, but Owner is in the area. Looks like D plus Kia are not going to overstay their welcome, even if it is a 3 versus 2. It's once again a bit of a battle between these top laners. Zeus still fighting and isn't behind by too much CS necessarily. Still a dire situation.
Up, I think he can run into some risks, but no, I was wrong. D plus are looking.
Yeah, they're looking at cake and eating it too, as it is going to be a Mountain Drake as well. That's going to be absolutely massive, honestly, for either side here. But Cassante's licking his lips, looking at a potential Mountain Soul. Both teams capable of picking up 3 of those Drakes during a topside meta where Noguri and Showmaker could have just the greatest time ever. Ghost was really good at playing utility, and that was really... Okay, never mind. I'm going to hold that thought as immediately the Nami just explodes. Keria turned into fish food here as the permafrost comes down. Owner in trouble as well. Showmaker collects that one. Perfect execution. Now going to be available as Canyon's diving on in. He wanted to tank that to see whether Showmaker could grab the kill, but instead he holds on to the ultimate, and they will just walk away with the 3 kills. I should start that story more often, so that we can just get action anytime we want. I'm trying to watch it as we see this, and then it was Showmaker holding off. Now we've got another battle in this mid lane. Let's see whether this outer turret stays alive. Is Cassante immediately going to go down? Canna just caught napping there a little bit. Now T1 looking to get Shirley another charge onto this inner turret.
Oh, never mind. I might have cursed them. I was thinking about giving Canyon praise, so that already... that's on me. As very important Draker, even individual Mountain Drake can make a big difference in how close these fights are.
Absolutely. You can see Canyon diving forward, try and make this one work out. Showmaker standing guard as well, as there's the flash in! Canyon just doesn't want to waste any time. Keria now going to be able to flash away, gets the tidal wave in, but doesn't find any joy. Showmaker ultimate now on cooldown. And D plus Kia, not a lot of buttons left to press. T1, I think, have managed to get control as Gumyushi diving towards Deft, who does dash over the wall. He'll be fine. But the Drake, not so much. And T1, they get what they're looking for. Oh, Canyon getting into this Baron pit. A Baron would certainly be a great way to win the game. And they're going to start it off. Okay, Owner in the area as we spoke about. They're going to try and get the teleport out from Zeus. He's hit level 16. On this Jax. He's absolutely huge, and T1 know exactly what's going on. No teleport to come forward just yet. But D+, they can tank this for an extraordinarily long time as the teleport is going to come forward. Zeus diving into the pit. The Glacial Prison goes completely wide, and Faker is traded for Canyon. The Baron secured by the Vi, away as they dive on top of this area and take her out. Showmaker, the next target to be taken down, and he's not going to be able to do anything here. K'Sante falls, it's an ace, and T1 destroy D+ Kia.
And this time around, D+ don't find the turn. Canyon's ultimate doesn't hit anyone. And I was with you, Atlas. Them getting the teleport in of itself was a win. But D+, I think maybe also recognizing that you gotta try and force T1 to make a mistake. Try and go for it anyway. Unable to do so, and game might not be over yet, but this is a lead of a different caliber than I think that we've seen thus far. Gonna be the inhibitor down, gonna be another inner here for T1.
Yeah, D+ Kia well and truly on the ropes. Still, they have the ability to win team fights. That Infinity Edge that we were talking about is done, but no GA, none of these defensive tools that Deft will require as this game goes on, and already kind of taking so much damage on this K'Sante. T1 looking to break open their next inhibitor in line, and this is the textbook way of winning the game. Just break down all the structures as Canyon dives on forward, looks for Zeus, but immediately he gets out of the CC. Now he just turns the battle onto the Sejuani. Deft going golden. I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Emperor's Revive doesn't do anything at all here as the Akali makes her way into the backline. Deft hiding back and does so beautifully. Gumayushi is now dead as Faker is fighting against Kana. Kana picks it up, finds the Q as well as Zeus is in trouble. Showmaker backflipping on top of the Jax, and Carrier is just left to the wolves. T+ Kia, they do what I was just saying was impossible. Canyon going to get spotted out. Him alongside Deft are there as this Baron's getting taken down so quickly. They have to get in there. Gumayushi taken down relatively low. Canyon doesn't have ult though. As T1, they're going to teleport in. Showmaker finding himself some sort of flank. Doesn't get the backflip shuriken onto the Jax as now D+ Kia gets some control of this pit. Canyon is extraordinarily low though. And Showmaker also sitting at half health, does make it towards the Shroud as Kana. It's a big knockback. The Emperor's Divide this time is definitely a lot better. Deft is at full health though. Can he manage to get the kill? Counter-strike is just too good. Deft trying to stay alive. The GA is going to put him down, and he's not going to want to wake up at exactly that area. Kellen goes down as well. T1, yet another team fight, and this one means the game.
And we are going to a game number 3, Atlas, as with that attempt from K'Sante to try and salvage the fight, it looks close, but T1, decisive victory there.
As we move to separate sides of the rift, I have a feeling probably not going to be too much difference. I think it'll still be extremely close as Faker does the most damage in the game. Deft managing to get a fair bit done towards the end there, and you can see this time T1 held on to their lead from about 17 minutes. Is this T1 saying
I'm not going to get excited before we see the lock-in. So the D+ composition has a ton of priority in the mid lane, and they're going to need that to get Canyon.
What?
Okay, it's time for Carrier's Kalista support. He has been playing this. He has been looking for an opportunity to pull it out.
Oh my!
There it is.
In this series, really?
Yeah, he pulled out Caitlyn's support before.
He did.
He's
he
doing
definitely did. As, okay, Carriers support Draven. Carriers support Kalista. Not entirely sure which one it's going to be.
Wait.
Zeus is Jace. Oh my goodness. Let's get onto the rift and see what this is like.
Hopefully, for him, be able to cover what, or rather Canyon is going to look to cover as Owner is going to path towards bot side to try and look for aggressive plays on Deft and Kellen.
Well, Carrier just diving towards Kellen here as the axes are now going to start swinging forward. And yeah, this is an example of a real problematic situation. Oh, the Draven's not able to do it! Canyon, he knew he was there. Gumayushi knew he was dead, wanted to take Deft with him, and he's not going to be so lucky. So, what happens, Chronicler, when this lane falls behind?
Showmaker, another example, is going to be able to continuously play with Cryo here as Owner and make himself known.
Yeah, not going to get the flash out of Showmaker just yet. Faker, no Rift Walk available. Permafrost does come in. Showmaker desperately doesn't want to flash, and he doesn't. He's going to be able to go back home. But now, that health bar very low, doesn't have teleport. So was it working, I guess, is kind of the question that he's going to be asking. As here, towards this bottom side, Glitter Lancers flying forward. Deft trying his very best and is actually ahead in CS at this moment in time. Owner's coming down though, and you can see the pressure starting to mount. Canyon already lying in wait. It's a great little whimsy onto Gumayusi, who goes down yet again. Owner now trying to tidy it up, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. It's the flash forward from Deft. He is going to go down, and now Faker with Rift Walk in hand. He sees that blue buff, and he really wants it. He'll pick it up as well. Make it a triple kill for the king of the mid lane. T1, that is exactly what they needed.
Freed up Faker and...
Oh, well, bit of a battle here towards the bottom side as the ult through from the Zeri does get knocked up, as now Gumayusi is just fighting him. Can he actually win it? Oh! Gumayusi locks it down. It's a double kill! And this is what we expected to be the entire lane for T1. It just happened a bit late.
Much of what you're going to be able to see, and I want to remind everyone is hold up.
Yep, Deft is going to skate in. Carrier taking so much damage, he's just dead. The Ornhorn was there just to celebrate. I think it was, yeah, I think that it was just a song that time around. Minion wave on the top side being taken down here by Faker, as pretty impatient. Shirley will finally turn herself towards D+ here. Now 5 members stacked up. Zeus, like you were talking about, those shock blasts. They connect onto Showmaker as Faker looking for that flank angle. Canyon going to be the target now. Glacial Prison does come in. The rest of the buttons not quite being hit. Good knock up onto Gumayusi, but it doesn't really matter as Faker diving on in. He's very, very low as Deft gets over that wall. The shield bow helping him out. Now gonna have to back away because these shock blasts, man, possible to deal with. So they get a Herald, but at what cost?
Ooh, maybe we'll catch Faker off guard with a Realm Warp.
All right, well, Realm Warp is at least on cooldown for a couple of seconds. He uses it to turn immediately onto Showmaker. As with a broken stopwatch, maybe this is an opportunity. The Wild Growth comes in, Deft chasing after him. Can Faker get away is the question. The answer's no. Deft picks up the kill as T1 will destroy their base in answer.
And it is still an incredibly favorable trade because, crucially, D+ can't turn it into a Baron. If you get Faker there and you see a Baron angle, Shirelias.
Yeah, okay. Deft's going to chase after Carrier. They do get the flash out as the Pierce was unavailable. 400 stacks for Gumayusi on this Draven. The Blue Blades, as Papa coined many moons ago. See whether the cash-in's going to happen. Faker on a beautiful flank. Canyon moving towards the Drake. Can they secure it is the question as Faker moves in. All right, here we go. The Ornhorn going to come through. It's going to get denied as now he tries to get back, but it's actually the Rend that locks down the Ocean Soul. But still, the Sejuani going to go down low. But look at the Kassadin damage. It is absurd. And this game, ladies and gentlemen, I think is just over. It's going to be the Quadra kill. There's just not a way to do anything about this, as Canyon's at least going to walk towards it, but he's just not going to get there in time. The Sejuani locks it down really nicely, and now the fight is on. Canna in so much trouble, tries to get himself out, does, at least for the moment. Can he get some knockups? The answer's yes, but does it matter? The answer's absolutely not. As Shock Blaster comes through, Canyon trying to dash his way out. Faker has about 1 trillion dashes available to himself. The Ornn goes down first, is now Deft, trying to get damage where he can. But Jace has already managed to take down yet another target. Deft is just being forgotten as he pushes down this lane. T1, they are turning towards the one open avenue to a game victory. And you like to see it. Eyes on the prize as Canyon just chased all the way to his fountain. It may not even be able to do that, as now Deft is bearing down the wrong direction here towards T1, who are just taking all of his stuff. Oh, Showmaker just thrown into the blender. Speaking of which, Gumayusi now under the turret. He's going to die, but so is Deft, and the game is now done. T1 will wrap it up 2-1. And he finishes the fight at full health as well. Oh my goodness, it was just an absolute demolition from T1 as we listen. They finish off this game.
얼마야? 제리 빠졌는데. 빼는 거 하지 마. 빼는 거 봐줘야 돼. 빼는 거 봐줘야 돼. 내가 끊을게. 제리 반피. 제리 궁 끝났어. 여기 라이즈 오른쪽 숨어 있다. 아이. 제리 궁 끝났다. 바텀 가면 끝나 이거. 침착해. 오케이. 드레이븐 궁 돼. 궁 40초.
I'm down. Carrier yelling to go bot lane that entire time.
제리 저 할 거 없어. 무시해. 오케이. 내가 앞에 있어줄게. 이거 쳐봐, 쳐봐. 야, 라이즈랑 맞춰줘, 라이즈랑 맞춰줘, 라이즈랑.
라이즈 봐줄래?
라이즈랑
Taking the
맞춰줘.
front line, says Ona. And just go
타워,
rise.
타워.
여기니.
And then Carey is just calling for tower over and over again. Gumayusi is, as you can see, ignoring him entirely, but he wanted to get that kill.
준비 잘했다, 나이스.
It's a very happy Gumayusi in the end. And everyone just congratulating one another. You did a great job, and they absolutely did. Faker, 23,000 damage on this Kassadin. Oh my goodness. What, like, look at that drop. That is a silly draft, Chronicler. And it worked real well.
Yeah, if you get that in solo queue, you're looking at a dodge. You know, you're eyeing like, oh, have I ever already dodged today?
Yeah, it's like who has like heal cleanse?
Who hasn't dodged yet, guys? Come on, who's taken one for the team? And we joke, but it really showcases again.
Thank you very much, guys. This is season for the PUG interview on the side of T1, which are Owner and Faker. This was a complete preview of the Spring Finals. A very hyped one, and you guys are the winner of the Saturday Showdown. How do you feel? I was really nervous to be going up against D+ Kia, a team that never lost a single game, but I'm so happy that we were able to get a reverse sweep and get a POG as well. I'm not really happy with my performance individually, but I'm glad that our team did a great job and got the win. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys prepared so hard for this series. What did you focus on? I mean, it actually doesn't really that different, you know. We never care too much about the opponent, you know. We never do a serious crazy prep for every single match. We just wanted to, you know, analyze what they're gonna play and come up with the best strategy to deal with them. And Owner, I think you were the biggest savior of T1 in game 2. I got really lucky, you know. I think D+ Kia kind of overextended in a bit. So I think it was really important that we kind of punished it. And Owner, I think Vi really matches with you very well. How do you rate this pick right now? Vi, you know, she can dash over the wall. She got a lot of kind of ability to dash forward. And also she kind of can always initiate and pressure fights, which is really good. I think in both game 1 and 2, it was all about the jungle matchup. Canyon got game 1 POG, and then game 2 you got POG, and Canyon played around the D+ bottom lane a lot. How did you want to react to that? I wanted to, you know, catch up with that, match his playstyle and rotation. However, Canyon was always like one step faster in game number 1, so I want to say game number 1 was a jungle gap. And then, we are so curious about this. Game 3, Kalista support by Keria. Tell us about it. Did you guys kind of practice this in advance? I mean, T1 players, they have a very deep champion pool, and Kalista was definitely one of them. But other players, you know, Owner, all of our T1 players have so many pocket picks ready. And Keria is the one that always unleashed those kind of joker picks. Was he being the vocal one, or was it from the coaching staff? Well, Keria, he's a superstar. He's born to be a superstar, so he's always really vocal about his pick. You know, self-branding is really important to become a superstar, and he knows what to do, and he was telling all of his thoughts to the coaching staff. And speaking of picks, you know, it's always a combination of the player and the coaching staff. So I want to say it's teamwork. I'm looking forward to see more of the Joker picks on the side of T1 in the future. Let's move over to game 3. Owner, the early gank on the mid lane was so critical. You were able to push Rise out of the lane, and then Kassadin and you were able to make a rotation towards bottom lane. Well, we did not really plan for that early on. But looking at the lane status, top and jungle, top and mid lane were not in a good spot, so I wanted to help him out, and then we were able to connect that into the bot lane rotation. I'm pretty proud of myself. And with that fight, Kassadin was able to get 3 kills. Triple kill was secured, and that was already the game over moment for D plus Kia. Faker, what were you thinking as you headed towards the bottom lane? I was like, if there's any fight breaking out on the bottom lane, it's gonna be so good for us. And then D plus Kia got really aggressive over there, so I was like, I'll be able to pick up all the kills. What about your owner? So Rise was sent back to lane, sent back to base because of our gank and fights. So we were making calls like, bottom lane can start fight now because we can head towards bot, and if this gets longer, it's definitely gonna be a good one for us, and we were able to make that a play. After the triple kill, Wooner, were you sure that T1's gonna just win it away? I mean, he doesn't even need a triple kill, Kassadin getting early 1 or 2 kills, it's already a game over, but Kassadin got 3 there, so we were very confident that this is gonna be T1 win. Once again, congratulations on winning a very important match of the season. But your next opponent will be Hana Life Esports. I watched them perform, and I think they are definitely in a rough spot. I think they're going through a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna make it rougher. What about you, Faker?
열심히 준비하겠습니다.
We'll do our best.
알겠습니다. 그리고 마지막으로 페이커 선수께 제가 여쭤보겠습니다.
Before we go, Faker, we have so many fans out here at All Park, and also watching you guys online. So any message over to all the fans?
팬분들께 정말 감사드리고 앞으로도
Thank you so much for supporting us, and we will keep working hard in order to replicate what we did in last year's Spring Split. And this will be the end of the interview from owner Faker from T1, and I'm gonna pass it back to the space. Thank you.